Ethereum is failing to break above resistance, and if this sounds interesting to you, make sure you continue watching this video. Hey guys, Pingu Charts here, and welcome back to another Ethereum analysis. Now, last night I mentioned that Ethereum will be retesting these highs around the 1703 level, but there's something to keep of notice now. We can see that we have failed on the 4-hour chart to continue rising above this resistance. We're starting to see some rejections, and we have a triple top formation for the wicks over here. Now, there's two possible situations that can happen. Number one, for this candlestick forming, we could have a massive fake out wick and then continue back to the downside, or we break above and then hover over there for a while. Now, this is something of interest. I mentioned this on yesterday's video too, that we want to be focusing more on the lower time frames, because on the lower time frames you can see that yes, technically we did retest that resistance level that I was mentioning. We had a few wicks testing it, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it looks like we're continuing higher. So the lower time frames actually tell a different story, right? Looking at the 4-hour time frame, you can see that it looks pretty bearish. We did break above, we had this candlestick close, but it looks like we're failing to break above that massive resistance over here at this wick level at 1678. The reason why that level is so important is because you can see over here we had a few wicks down here too, and it was failed to reject with this massive bearish candle. Can that happen again? Yes, technically speaking, we could see a massive move to the downside, retesting that 1620 level and then continuing higher. There are possibilities of that, of course, but it looks like Ethereum does want to retest these highs at least, and at least test that wick and then come back down. So again, but going back to the lower time frames, you can see on the lower time frames we have retested these levels, and it looks like we are trying to push up once again. Now, my targets for Ethereum currently are this wick down over here at 1708, around this level. That is my first target. If we do hit that target and we break above, that would be ideal, and it looks like Ethereum is doing just that. We just broke the highs again of these resistance levels, so now that we have created a new high, I do see this being more of a possibility, right? I do see this level being more of a possibility for a level to be hit and then continue higher, because we've already tested the resistance level as support and it has held, and we are continuing to push higher now. Now, something to notice obviously over here on Bitcoin, I know this is an Ethereum analysis, but it does fall into play with both Ethereum and Bitcoin. I just want to mention something on Bitcoin. Bitcoin hasn't really moved much at all, and that is something to focus on too, right? Unless we see a massive push to the upside, that would be great for Ethereum, because Ethereum will continue to rally. But if Bitcoin were to fail here, we could see a massive manipulation candle over here on Ethereum, and that's just something you have to be careful about, right? You want to keep an eye on Bitcoin too, not only Ethereum, but looking at Ethereum right now, we have a beautiful bullish movement happening here, but we still need to focus on pushing above this magical resistance that's being formed over here around the 1685 level. Once we can overcome that resistance level, we should see a beautiful push to the upside, retesting those highs and possibly even retesting the highs over here as 1725. Now, I did mention in the previous videos there were a lot of shorts that were opened here hoping to be retesting the lows, and that is exactly what it looks like it's happening. Ethereum will continue to push higher and continue to liquidate those over leveraged shorts, and then we might see a possible move to the downside. Usually we don't retest lows without liquidating sides of both ways, right? You don't really see Ethereum or Bitcoin break above. Both the longs and the shorts will get liquidated, and then you'll have the proper move. So once again, this is another thing to mention, that you make sure you are doing proper risk management when you're trading these kind of cryptocurrencies, because they move extremely fast and they're very volatile. But that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I thank you guys for the support, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.